Today I am going to start the chapter Tangent Properties of Circles. This chapter is from your geometry section. Right? Before starting this chapter, let me explain what is circle. Circle is nothing but it is the locus of a moving point in such a way on a plane such that it always keeps a fixed distance from a fixed point. Right? If you consider the tip part of this pen as the moving point and the whiteboard as a plane, then the point is moving in such a way that it always keeps a fixed distance from a fixed point. Understood? I think got my point. This distance, this distance, all are what? Fixed, right? These all are fixed distance. And this fixed distance is called what? It's called, yes, radius. It's called radius. And the fixed point is called what? Center. It's called center of the circle. And the moving path, that is the locus of that point, is called what? Yes, circumference of the circles. Circumference of the circle. Circumference is nothing but the boundary of the circle. It is circumference is the special name for the circle only. Right? I am drawing another picture. This is the circle and consider some line. Okay? Some lines. Maybe this way also. Maybe this way also. Consider the lines. Okay? See here, these lines, there is no relation with this circle, though they are lying on the same plane. Okay? Because of it is not touching or cutting. But this line, and rest all lines have some relations with this circle. And they are cutting in 2 points. This line cutting this point and this point. This line cutting this point. For this, okay, are cutting this and this, cutting 2 points. Do you know what are the names of these lines? Yes, these lines are called what? Secant. Secant. All are secant. This also secant. This also secant. These all are what? Secant. But it is the line only. It has no relation with the circle. It is not the secant. Okay. Right? Now, secant always cuts the circle in 2 points. This is the secant. Okay? In cutting in how many points? In 2 points. This say it is A and B. Of course, it is a line extended on both sides up to what? In infinity direction. And for all secants, there are 2 parts actually. One is inside the circle and another part outside the circle. That is exterior part of the circle. See, these portions are exterior portion from here and these portions are also exterior portion from the point B. So if you erase this portion, you will get only interior part, that is inside the circle. Inside the circle. This portion, of course, cut it from that line. So of course it is the line segment. Right? Such types of line segment with respect to this circle, it's a special name. Do you know? Yes, of course you know. Yes. This is called what? This is called chord. This is called chord of the circle. So only interior part. So how many chords? Infinite numbers of chords can remain in a circle. Infinite number of chords. Of course inside the circle. And they are cutting in 2 points. Okay? Of course, such chords you will get, they are passing through the center of the circle. Some chords you get passing through the center of chord. Can you tell what is the special name of that chord? Yes, it is called the diameters of the circle. Diameter, of course, is the longest chord. Good. I think getting my point, already understood. Longest chord is called the diameter. And of course, there is a relation with the diameter and radius. I'm drawing a first picture. It is the center, say. It is the diameter, say AB, and O is the center. So, what is the name of OA? Of course, radius. Say these are. What is the name OB? Of course, radius. Same length, right? And tell AB is the diameter. Say it is D. Length total length is D units, and OA and OB the total length. So of course it will be AB is equal to what? AB equals to OA plus OB. That is R plus R. And what is AB? So D. D is equal to what? 2, 1. This is the relation between diameter and radius. D is equal to 2, 1. Very important relation. Now, this is a circle, center, say. This is a secant cutting at the point A and B. O is the center of the circle. Consider another secant passing through A. Say at the point C. First secant cutting A and B in 2 points. Second secant A and C. I am taking A is the common point. Another secant keeping A is the fixed. A, C, D, say, of course, secant. Consider another secant. Is cutting A and E, say, and lastly, a line passing through A, touching only, but not cutting in 2 points. Okay. Do you know what is the name of that line? Yes, it is called tangent because of it is touching only. It is not cutting in 2 points. It is touching at the point A. So this line is called tangent to the circle at the point A. And A is called the point of contact. Right? Rest all are. If a line cutting in 2 points, there will be secant. But if a line touch only in 1 point in the circumference to the circle, that line will be the tangent. Right? Tangent, and the point where the tangent touching is called the point of contact. I am drawing a fresh picture. Yes, this is the center, say O, and here is a tangent. The line AB touching in 1 point, say at the point P. So, AB line is a tangent at the point P to the circle, centering at O. And P is called the point of contact, the tangent to the circle. Right? There is a very important relation between tangent and radius. Of course, what is radius? Draw a radius from the center O. The radius always remains at right angle with the tangent at the point of contact. Here is P. How to prove this? That always remains at right angle with the tangent, the radius of the circle. Join B, Say P is the point on the tangent and the line OB cutting at Q. Say, and clearly since OP and OQ radius always they will be equal, right? So of course here OQ is less than OB because of what? B is the outside point, exterior point with respect to this circle. So of course the length OB will be greater with respect to the radius OQ. Clear? Right. This implies since OQ and OP are radius, they will be equal. Replace the OP is less than OB. Right? Take another point, say C, and join. Same way, you can tell OP is less than OC. Getting my point? Right? Take another point, say D, and join OD. Of course, OP is less than OD. Right? In this side also, left side also you can take any number of points, infinite number of points you can take, and of course you will get at least one point. Here is P is the shortest distance with respect to this tangent from the center. Shortest distance, very important one. Shortest distance always perpendicular distance. Remember it, right? Shortest distance. Here is OP is the shortest distance from this tangent with respect to the center for this circle. Okay, this distance is the shortest distance, and shortest distance always perpendicular distance. Therefore, OP is perpendicular to the tangent AB. OP is perpendicular to the tangent AB. Clear? Very important relation. Radius of a circle always remains perpendicular to the tangent at the point of contact. Right? I think all of you are clear? Good. Draw a circle. Consider a point P. Consider point P outside the circle. That is, say it is, that is, P is outside, and if you consider any point on the circumference, it will be on the circle. Inside region, inside the circle. Interior part, on circle, and exterior part. There are three regions. One is interior portion, that is inside the circle. These all points are interior, inside the circle. On the circumference, all points are on the circle, you will tell this way. And outer part is called exterior portion on the circle. So P is the exterior point with respect to this circle, center gap O. From the point P, draw a tangent. Okay. Say at the point P, it is touching the circle. Then the, say R. Right? From a point P, at the point up to the R, with respect to this circle, the length PR is called the length of the tangent. Very important term, length of the tangent. P is the outside point. From P, at the point of contact, this length, that is the length of the line segment, is called the length of the tangent to the circle at the point of contact R. If you consider another point, say S, join extended line, draw a line this way. It is touching here. Say at the point T, it is touching. T is the point of contact for this tangent. Then the length TS will be the length of the tangent to this circle. Okay? Length of the tangent at the point of contact. If you consider another point, say Q. Draw a line from Q to this line. Here is the point of contact for this tangent, say W. So QW will be the length of tangent for this circle up to that point W, the point of contact. Clear? So how many tangents, can you tell me, how many tangents can be drawn from an outside point to a circle? How many tangents? Say circle, this outside point P. How many tangents can you draw from this outside point P to this circle? Yes, one tangent here. Let me to draw straight. And another. Only two tangents can be drawn. Not one tangent, only two tangents can be drawn from outside point P to a circle. Right? Say the center of the circle is O. And the point of contact, say here, it is A and it is B. Clear? So how many tangents can be done? Two tangents from an outside point P. What is the relation between these two tangents with the length of tangents? Yes, they will be equal in length. How will you prove it? The length AP and PB are equal. AP and PB are equal. You have to prove it. Very important here. Join these lines. That is the radius. Of course, they are equal in length. And just you learn what shorter distance, perpendicular distance. Just now we learned that is the radius always remains at right angle with the tangent at the point of contact. Therefore, this angle is right angle, this angle is also right angle. Join OP. Right? How many triangles you got here? Two triangles you got. If you can prove these two triangles are congruent, then it will be easy to prove the length of the tangents are what? Equal in length. That is AP is equal to BP. Now, how do you prove these two triangles are congruent? In triangle OBP and OAP. Number one, OP is common. OP is common. Right? Number two, OB equal to OA. OB equal to OA because of radii. Clear? Number three. It's clear? Writing OAP, angle OAP equal to angle OBP. OBP equal to 90 degree. What is the cause? Of course, you will write in the bracket, since radius always remains at right angle with the tangent at the point of contact. We will write here. Yeah. Then you see, opposite side of right angle, OP, the length is, which is common, and opposite side of this right angle also, OP is common. They both are common for this both triangle. That is, so OP is the hypotenuse for this right angle, similarly for the upper angle also. Understand this, right? So, and the other side, there is the radius here side, and OP is the hypotenuse. There is which property? I think you are clear. Yes. Which property? RHS property. So by RHS property, triangle OAP congruent triangle OBP. Therefore, by CPCTC. Do you know what is the full form of CPCTC? Corresponding part of congruent triangles are congruent. AP equal to BP. Hence put. Clear? Now, come for some two important terms. How will you draw the tangents for two circles together? See here, this is one circle, this is another circle, right? How will you do? Draw a line. This is the tangent. Draw another line. This is the tangent. So what will be done? Of course, these tangents are common tangents for both the circles, right? What will be the length of the tangents? From this point to this point, there is a B, C, D. Can you tell me what is the relation between AB and CD? Yes, of course, equal. These are called common tangents. Coming, wait. Another one. This is a circle. This is a circle. Tangents can be in this way also. Getting my point? Yes. So it is R, S, T and Q. What will be the length of these tangents? TS. All are common tangents. Come in. Wait. And of course, the length of these common tangents also will be what? What is the relation? Equal. Of course, equal. TS will be equal to RQ. Now see here. What is especially for such types of tangents? Are they will same name? No. This type of tangents is called direct common tangent. Direct common tangent. And this type of tangents is called transverse. Transverse common tangents. These are called direct common tangents and these are called transverse common tangents. Clear? These are all up to today. In next class, I shall try to solve some problems from this chapter, tangent properties of circle. Okay? Thank you. Good day.